to scream. Business and entrepreneurship is his thing. There is society.
Then there is reality.
That's my dad. That's my dad.
Welcome. I am BBT, and you can ask me anything. How y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. Yes. I'm feeling great. Had an amazing yoga session earlier today. Had my team meeting. About to go to the gym in a couple hours. Yes. Great day. Tomorrow, I head out of town for the holidays. So I want to get on YouTube and talk about a few things. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope your week is starting off great. If you're off, I hope you're resting and relaxing and getting ready to spend time with family and friends. So yeah, let's jump right into it. The first tweet of the day is Elon Musk says Starlink now works for high latitudes. SpaceX posted this. Starlink is now available across all Alaska and Canada. So if you don't know anything about Starlink is going to put everybody in the game, give everybody an opportunity to have access to the internet and to be able to compete. And I think that as this unfolds, it's going to be a very competitive landscape. So our kids have to have skills, be able to learn, be able to critically think. So yeah, because they're going to be competing with everyone in the world. Next week, meet the people who own BET. Yes. They definitely know what they're doing in terms of putting out Black entertainment television. Next week, Malcolm Shabazz says Black slaves built these colleges and universities. Black slave labor built these companies. Jews and no other group of people in America have been through this. I agree. And this was a response to this tweet. Why are these celebrities placing attention covering one of their eyes? The Hebrews to Negroes 4 books breaks this down and more. Is this why the Jews ADL have been pulling these books off the shelves? Get the 4 books also at the Negro Network. Book 5 and 6 are coming. Yeah, I did a little review of chapter 21 on the last show, and he went into some of the images, Satanism. Man, that thing is deep. It's a lot. I've read that chapter 3 times already. It's a lot. Like I said, I've always been one to dismiss certain things, but my eyes are wide open now. Next week, Hila, aka Kyrie Irving, says truth will always defend itself. Hila. And then Ronald Dalton Jr. responds at the bottom of responds to the thread, says Ronald Dalton knows the truth and defends the truth. Ronald Dalton would not apologize for the truth. We are the true Israelites of the Bible. Modern Jews today are the lineage of Noah's son, Japheth, not Shem. Hebrews to Negroes is the truth, and the Jews fear it. Debate Ronald Dalton. Debate that man. I mean, if he's lying, if he's spitting out anti-Semitism, debate him. Why don't no one debate him? I would love to see that. Put that on a Twitter space, put that on YouTube. Debate that man. Tell him that. Debate him with facts. He's saying this, you say this. Let's have a good debate. I think it'll be good for the country. I think it'd be good for our people. Next week, Bitcoin is saving, says Biden. The failure of FTX was caused by unvaccinated crypto traders and climate change. Next week, Elon Musk says, wait, if I tweet, does that count as work? And David Bitto says, if a bartender makes themselves a drink, does that? Well, there you go. Those are your tweets of the day. Tweet. Oh my gosh, I just got an amazing email. But I'm going to save that. Y'all not going to hear about that. That's more money. more money. Jeez. Oh, man. Okay. Woo. Oh, yeah. I got to say that. Anyway, all right. I got a few things I want to go over today. The first thing I want to do, I was just on social media and I stumbled across this. So I want to play this.
he always felt attacked and how everyone always like.
Yeah, he did feel that the powers that be, he used to always say, treated him unfairly. And he used to always say, man, those are not good people. They're not good people, they call them, not good people. Be very careful, because they will use you until they can't use you no more, and they'll find a way to destroy you, to grab everything that you have access to or possess, because they feel that he had too much access and real estate in the music catalog system, arena. Because Mike was very smart businessman.
Right, he owned like half of Sony ATV.
He was very, very smart. So he had more power than the black man should have in the business, put it that way. He always felt like, they were out to get him. Ask Kanye West, he'll tell you right now. Right? But why not take the time to understand why Kanye believes that, or why he's saying that?
So there you go. There you go. That was about Mike Jack. And that was also about Ye. And yeah, Mike Jack, I was a big fan of Mike Jack. And it's amazing how he went out. And I wonder why. He was owning his masters. He was doing some amazing things. And, he went out how he went out. And that's just a telling story. When you become too powerful, they're going to discredit you or they're going to take you out. Mike, Malcolm, Martin. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. So we must protect the people that are gaining levels of power this day and age, in my opinion. So let me play to you now what they're doing to Mr. Ye.
For the week is, we had a meeting with civil engineers this week and theologists for the new Donda curriculum. Donda is now the Donda Theology Engineering University. We need people who have vocational training skill sets. This is the way we bring our country back into power. We have to train our children to be able to bring physical things we need in America, right here. We're not going to talk about what we're not going to do. We're only going to focus on what we're going to do, on what we're going to do right here in America. The reason why I'm announcing that I'm running for president is I want the FCC to look at my money. If the FCC was looking at my money, there had been a possibility that Adidas wouldn't have went into JP Morgan and froze my account and put a $75 million hold on 4 different accounts.
Did y'all hear that? Adidas went into his account, JP Morgan. Remember, they said, we don't want your money. They froze $75 million. This is happening in 2022. And people are beating this man up. We're seeing a modern day, I just gave you the video, showed you the video of Mike and what they did. And we didn't have social media. Mike couldn't kind of speak out and share his opinion like Ye can do now. And we're seeing this right in front of our eyes. And everyone should be backing this man. Even if you don't agree with him, you should be backing him. You tell him you're a billionaire and now you're going to hold my money. But anyway, let me keep going.
I went from being a multi-billionaire to not being able to use my Apple Pay. 4 nights ago, I couldn't use my Apple Pay because somehow Adidas was able to legally go in and freeze my money. And when I see this, I think, well, if this could happen to me, this could happen to other Americans. And for what? This can happen to an American that didn't even steal anything, that didn't even hurt anyone. This could just happen to you for saying the wrong idea.
So there you go. Yeah. Think about that. Like, you don't have to like Kanye West. You don't have to agree with the things that he do or things he's done in the past or decisions he's made. But this is a black man that amassed a lot of money. That is the goal for a lot of us, to become wealthy, to become independent. And that's what he did. And because of a tweet, this man now has 75 million that he can't even get access to. Banks don't want his money. He can't perform in certain places. So yeah, like I said, as a community, as a culture, we should be backing this man, even if we don't agree with everything he says. So anyway, I got another one I want to show.
And Adidas to take what he's doing and put it inside of a $2,000 box. So it's only for the rich people. That mentality is played out. It's a dinosaur mentality, and it's only a matter of time till we get hit with an iceberg. We have to raise our consciousness. And how do we have people scamming, selling dope, selling messages of death in order to buy a jacket for $5,000, $6,000 and take all the celebrities and we push that? I'm not pointing fingers because I was doing the same thing until God brought me down to a place where I can really serve him. Because if I'm sitting on any kind of high throne that he didn't give, then I'm not in full service to him. All of the things that got taken away from me, I'm so thankful for that because I get to serve God better. So going into Thanksgiving, I know the people at Adidas are not going to have the best Thanksgiving. I know that they're not going to have the best Christmas. But if any way I could indemnify what they've done, even though they took that IP, they hired lawyers to sign it over. I promise everyone out there, those designs, they still good by me. Those designs still good by me. I know y'all saying, we're not going to buy them unless Shay got them. If y'all want those designs, they still good by me. I promise you, I can guarantee you one thing. On Thanksgiving and on Christmas, North, Saint, Chicago, Song, they going to all have a good meal. And that's what we do it for, our families. So I'm telling you, this Christmas, this Thanksgiving, whatever Adidas wants to drop, and you know that was a design that we put in, those are good by me. And hopefully this can like heal. This can heal some of the bleeding. Also, I know another thing is for everyone in contracts, I know that this will never happen again in history. There will never be a situation where people end a multi-billion-dollar deal off of a tweet. Gotcha. So I would like to thank everyone that was involved with this negotiation. Thank God no one was hurt in the process. And I feel free.
My man feels free. Give it up for Ye. My man feels free. He actually got a song on there, an album, him and damn, why am my mind going blank? Kid Cudi. Him and Kid Cudi did an album, and he had a song on there about free. So I think this has been in the works for a while. And so yeah, the man is free, but it's just interesting, man. You could, like I said, you could freeze 75 million, you could steal his IP, steal his ideas, still sell his stuff, and we still buy the stuff, we still support them. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to agree with Ye. You don't have to be a fan of his music. You don't got to be a fan of him running for president. You don't got to be a fan of this, but this is still a black man that's overcome a lot, that is put in a very powerful position, and we're watching them beat and break them down like they've done with Kyrie. So I wanted to play this. This was pretty dope. This was the best take that I've heard on the internet about the Kyrie situation. So I wanted to play this.
I've yet to hear Kyrie Irving say anything that strikes me as bigoted. He tweeted a movie poster, and corporate media overreacted at the behest of people who, in my opinion, have grown tired of Irving taking independent actions that black men are not supposed to do. Sunday night, following the Grizzlies-Nets game, a reporter asked Kyrie if he would take responsibility for the 1,000 or so Hebrew Israelites protesting outside the Barclays Center. Irving declined to answer the question. Irving did not cause the protest. Brooklyn Nets owner Joseph Tsai caused the protest when he suspended Irving for tweeting a movie poster. Had Tsai and Adam Silver ignored Irving's harmless tweet and respected his free speech, there would be no controversy. Why didn't they ignore Irving? Because he could be a super spreader of independent thought. The puppet masters of popular culture don't want any of us, black or white, Jew or Gentile, rich or poor, waking up to how they restrict the freedoms granted us by our Creator.
So yeah, I think that I wrote that down. The super spreader of independent thought. I've been saying this for years. They don't want independent thinking people. That's why our educational system is the way it is. And this is why when you do speak out, they make sure you don't speak out again. And so, yeah, I love that take by Jason Whitlock. I think that Kyrie, unfortunately, Kyrie is under contract. Unfortunately, Kyrie is a very successful young man. He has an amazing life. He can't just think about himself. He must think about his family. He must think about his friends. He must think about his future generations. So it's not his responsibility to be the sacrifice for our Black community. That man still has to do what's best for him. With all that being said, I think that the truth, as he said in his tweet, will always defend itself, and I think that he still stands by his everything that he said and his beliefs and what he's learning. But at the end of the day, like I said, he's still under that contract. And once again, I'll say to every young person out there, or just every individual in general, before you sign on that dotted line, really realize between Kyrie, between Ye, is it going to compromise my freedom? And I think if you ask yourself that question, you won't put yourself in bad situations, regardless of the money. So that's all I got. The damn bird's making too much noise, but I'm out of here. Peace.